This is Shaun Sport in podcast form.
Nathan and I continue to do Shaun's job while he's away. Special cricketing great in that the $3 million man.
Yeah.
From the Perth Scorchers, although he's not allowed to play at the moment because he's got a busted up finger. Cam Green, welcome.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Cam.
Surprised Shaun's not here, weren't you?
Yeah, I was kind of hoping just to go, back and forth and that'd be us done, but
No.
unfortunately he's not here.
Yeah.
No.
I thought he was sick, did you?
Yeah, well, not too sure,
I think he's currently at the Crown.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. that's why I didn't get the. That's why I didn't get the pre.
They have a hospital
debrief.
wing, obviously. Now, the 25th of March, that's the day the IPL starts. That finger's got to come good by then because they bought you for $3.15 million.
Wow. They should have kept the receipt, hey?
Probably could have, yeah.
So, and that happened, and then almost immediately your finger got massively busted.
Yeah, well, I think it was like maybe 2 days later.
That
so,
sucks.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, but it'll be completely fine by then. I think there's we obviously got a test series beforehand, and I should be right for that. So
Yeah.
Did you ever try not breaking your finger?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I've been hit plenty of times in the finger, and I was
Yeah.
like, when I first got here, I was like, oh, that's fine, and then I realised pretty quickly that there was something seriously wrong.
yeah. I have had a cricket injury as well. I was batting against Mitch Marsh, and he bowled the ball, and I was wearing a ceramic ring because no one told me to take your jewellery off. If you're playing cricket, take your jewellery off, and then it smashed into my finger and cut my finger, and then his gloves that he let me filled up with blood, and then he wouldn't take them back, which is quite strange.
Yeah.
So, is this the
well,
worst injury you've had?
Did yours bleed? Did
Yeah,
it?
mine
It
did.
broke the
Yeah.
skin?
So you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, we're obviously on the same praise.
Yeah. I mean, the bone shattered into about 14 pieces, but other than that,
And also,
exactly
at the
same.
time, I was actually wrapped in bubble wrap.
But exactly the same.
Yeah. So is this the worst thing that's happened to you during a game?
Yeah, well, I've actually broken this finger before and broken my wrist, so I've kind of been saying I've tried my hardest never to bowl again in my life.
Yeah,
So
wow.
Yeah.
I tried again, and obviously I'm going to be coming back. So
But I mean, it was the day after you took five far, which was a great effort. Congratulations. That's pretty amazing.
yeah, thanks for that. No, it was a pretty crazy week, to be fair. I think
Highs and lows, wasn't
100%. It was a bit of a roller coaster. I think obviously a few days beforehand it was obviously
Yeah.
a massive high, and then obviously breaking your finger obviously kind of ends the week. So it was a pretty crazy week.
Seen a lot of photos of you. Didn't realise you were such a gigantic freak. How tall are you?
Yeah, 2 metres. So 6'6" or whatever it is. So very tall.
Harry, what are you? Because Harry's a
He's slightly
resident
taller than
circus
Harry.
man.
About 199, I reckon.
Yeah.
Oh, how is
tipped you.
it?
2 metres is just ridiculous.
Harry, it's very seldom that someone's taller than you,
It's
isn't
wonderful to see eye to eye.
Yeah, that's right.
it? Yeah. How's life as a tallie? Do we buy our clothes from special places?
Yeah, I think it's always going to be the 2XL or 3XL everywhere.
And
so
then they're so
And pants?
wide. So do you
Yeah.
get them tailored? Do you have to get them taken in?
no,
or
not
what?
really. I normally like the really baggy stuff. So
Bit of a thug, are we?
yeah.
And are your pants long enough? Do you have to get your pants let down or anything?
No, pretty much exactly the same. I think everything that's really baggy kind of makes me feel a bit
Okay.
smaller. I don't know if you're probably
Right.
the same, but that's probably how I feel.
Well, I mean, as we know, Harry's 199 centimetres tall, but he's got size 4 feet. What are yours?
I got size 14. So
14.
yeah, so
Okay, those shoes are usually, if there's a sale, there's usually size 14s.
Yeah,
No
exactly
one's
right.
size 14. That's lucky.
It's like you and
Yeah.
several of the Wildcats. They're the only people in the frame for them, right?
100%. I think when you go to like a hype store or anything, you can't actually find anything unless they're like those clown shoes, basically,
Yeah.
that no one wants to buy. That's why they're still available. So.
Does a regular sock fit you, or do you have to get extra long socks?
No, I just sneak in. I think probably where your heel's meant to be is maybe halfway up your foot.
So the heel of it's in the arch of your foot.
Basically, yeah.
A lot shorter on you.
Yeah.
Did you consider other sports? Like, were you good at other things?
I liked my AFL, loved it. And I love basketball as well, but I couldn't shoot for anything, so I was basically just a glorified rebounder.
Yeah.
But that
right.
doesn't stop people. Greg Hire played.
Yeah, that's right.
I love you, Greg.
He couldn't even dunk.
He'll kill me today. And let's talk about your middle name. Tell everyone what it is.
Yeah, Donald. Yeah.
Oh, after
Bit of a
Bradman?
different one. People like to say that,
Yeah,
but no, after my great grandfather. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right.
And then the whole Trump thing happened, didn't it?
Yeah, exactly
That
right.
ruined it, didn't it?
Had to keep my head down and don't tell anybody for a few years
I
there.
suppose it's better than ISIS, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah, there's always somebody worse. That's for sure. So, I mean, the Scorchers are flying high. They're top of the ladder. They took a bit of a tumble the other night, but, it was close. What do you do? Are you going to the games and just sitting there watching, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm trying to help out as much as I can. Obviously,
Yeah.
I feel pretty guilty not being out in the middle, trying to help them out. But, basically just been doing appearances for 2 hours straight.
Yeah.
I reckon...
Oh, so you just swan around to the corporate boxes and stuff?
Basically, yeah. I think
tough
I'm more...
gig.
Yeah, I think I'm more exhausted than the guys on field. So.
Yeah.
Now, but cricket is one of those things that has... You're going to be doing a lot of selfies, but there's a lot of signing. Are you right-handed?
Yeah.
So how are you signing your name?
To be fair, I've been loving it, kind of saying, sorry,
Sorry,
I can't
can't do it. Not with this $3 million hand.
No, it's,
Got to get you a Cam Green stamp made.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
nice excuse.
Yeah.
Hey, back to that IPL auction. When that happened, so are you following it in the moment, or did somebody call you and say you're never going to guess what happened?
Yeah, no, I was following it. I think the whole day leading up to it, I was just pretty curious. I was like,
Yeah.
I wasn't that nervous, and then
What were you expecting?
you just never know. I think they're a bit of a lottery, really. You just
Yeah.
put your name in, and then you kind of just watch it and hope everything kind of falls into place.
Yeah, because there's
and-
been some great cricketers over the years who haven't been picked up at all. And you go, why doesn't anybody want them?
Yeah, for sure. I think I just got really lucky. There was 2 teams that kind
Yeah.
of wanted an all-rounder, and
They
yeah.
really wanted an
So
all-rounder.
wait, if someone bids on you and that's the winning bid, do you have to play? Is that right, or is it a choice, or you have to play?
Yeah, for sure. No, you go to that team. It's
Okay.
Or if you don't play, you don't get paid.
So say you don't get bid on, right? So that's one thing. What if someone bid on you just for $200? Do
Yeah.
you have to play? Do you have
Yeah.
to then play for $200?
Yeah, no, you got your minimum that you put yourself in
Okay.
for that.
What was your mini?
I think it was maybe 150.
And you got 3 what?
1-5.
Okay, so when that happened, like straight away, did you start
Did you start
looking on
looking at real
realestate.com and like look at houses by the beach? What did
No,
you do?
I think I definitely copped that from a few boys definitely after.
Yeah.
I think we stayed at a pretty nice hotel in Melbourne, and there was some few nice cars out the front, and
Yeah.
I think pretty quickly there was a few guys taking photos saying, that's your car. and you've already ordered
Greeny's
it."
been shopping, yeah.
But like, are you going to do something? Like, I don't want to get too much
gonna
into
do
your
something-
finances, but are you going to do
or
something
something
super fun, or like you're going to like because that's winning the lotto?
Yeah, I haven't really had much time off, to be fair, so I haven't really had a chance to really think about
Are you
what I'm gonna do with
joking?
it. Yeah.
That's all I can think about from now on. And it's not even my money.
Are your mum and dad having some input, telling you to do something sensible, or...?
Oh, for sure, yeah. They're
Yeah.
definitely the ones that keep you grounded and, keep you being a bit smart with what you do with your money. So
Do you have a player manager?
I do, yeah.
I bet he was laughing.
Yeah.
Would have been wrapped.
Yeah, exactly right. No.
Working up the percentage on that.
Yeah, exactly right. No, I've luckily got some really good people around me to kind
Yeah.
of help out with
Yeah.
that, and that's good.
The next time we see him, we're wearing a diamond encrusted grill.
I know. Exactly. Well, thanks for coming in, Cam. It's we wish you well with your finger. I hope that comes good soon in time for that tour of India. If you want to go and see the Scorchers, as
Yeah.
we know, they're the most decorated team in BBL history. They are going to be taking on the Melbourne Renegades on Sunday, January 22nd from 4:15 at Optus Stadium. Cam will be there wandering around. You can grab your tickets from Ticketmaster. That's one way to do it.
Yep. Or you can give us a call right now, 13 24 10. We're going to have tickets for you and 3 mates. Caller number what, Cam?
3.
Oh, call it 3.
3 million. Caller number 3 million.
3.15. The $3 million man, Cam Green. Thanks,
Thanks,
buddy.
buddy.
The Australian Open is happening as we speak. You can watch it all on Channel 9 or streaming on 9 Now, of course. The only tennis player that's true in our hearts is Casey Dellacqua, who joins us now. How are you, Case?
I'm well, guys. How are you?
Oh, good, Casey.
I mean,
God,
this
you-
is like Christmas for you, right?
Yeah.
The Australian Open.
It is. Yeah, the AO Eve is always pretty, special. I feel like, Christmas Eve for me, pretty much.
Of course, the big news yesterday was Nick Kyrgios pulling out. What a bummer.
It was a bummer. He is a bummer for the tournament because obviously I think, we all ride the roller coaster with Nick Kyrgios as he goes through the Australian Open. So, very disappointing, and I know he's extremely disappointed as well. So hopefully he can, recover fast and get back out there on tour, and I'm sure he'll enjoy some time off the court. But, just a bummer for the tournament and bummer for the fans as well.
Yeah. Hey, I want to talk about Nick for a second. So, I mean, everyone knows, he's had a bit of attitude in the past, and a lot of people sling crap at him, but people love to watch him on the court.
And I mean, he made the Wimbledon final. He's got the chops to do it. Yeah.
So, has his whole, the whole persona of Nick Kyrgios, has that become a bit of a brand for him? And what's he like in real life?
Yeah, look, I've always had a really great relationship with Nick, and, I think what I like about Nick is he is who he is, right? And I think we all, can learn from different personalities. It doesn't matter who you are. As long as you are who you are, I think fans like that. I mean, last year at the Australian Open when him and Thanasi played in the doubles, the demographic on court was everyone was under the age of 30. They have brought a whole new fan base to the sport, and I'm a big passionate and I work within the sport. So for me, to see more people engaged in our game, whether they're fans or whether they're just want to be players or, whoever they are, I don't think that's a bad thing. So I guess I just try and see it from that point of view that he is who he is and, he is great for the game, as he says, because he just brings more people to eyes on tennis, which is what we want.
It's great,
no one had ever heard the term tennis bros until those two were playing doubles last year.
What I really love about Nick is that sometimes, when you're having a down day, it can be exhausting being nice, and like his brand is now he doesn't have to be. So imagine just never having to be nice and people go, oh, well, that's just Nick.
Even to your own box, which is extraordinary.
I don't know, there's something really beautiful in that.
Hey, there's whispers too that Novak might not be 100% either. I saw.
I think he had some trouble the other day, but I did hear that he walked off the practice court the other day, said to a fan or someone that he was good to go. So I think with Novak, he's obviously won this tournament 9 times. He's an incredible athlete. I mean, he's still my favourite to win the event. I think he's in great form. I think mentally he's going to be super fresh. So look out if you're in Novak's race. And obviously Nick was in his part of the draw too, so Nick's out now.
Yes.
So that kind of just opens up that part of the draw slightly more.
Now, when you've been doing something for a fair while, it's quite easy to get jaded. We know we have these jobs.
We've been here 20 years, Casey.
Tell us more about Rinky.
Oh, we're on the Rinky train.
He was so great to watch.
Oh, wasn't he amazing? And this is what I love about the Australian Open. I love telling these stories about other players that I know are just grinding it week in, week out. Rinky, he's a great athlete. He was out on court for 4.5 hours yesterday on one of the back courts with the Aussies behind him, and he's from New South Wales, and they've got this slogan in New South Wales called the Blue Wall. So he's like the Blue Wall. He just doesn't give up. He's just there. He shows up. He fights hard, and I think that really showed yesterday. So happy for Rinky because he's a great kid. He's not little anymore, but to me, in my eyes, he's little still. But yeah, he's a great kid. So I was really happy for him yesterday to get a win.
You know what? I would love to see someone like Rinky win the entire thing because if that's the enthusiasm he had for just winning that match,
I know. And I just love his name. How cool is his name?
I know, right?
Rinky. I love the name Rinky. I think it's amazing.
Yeah, the Rinky ding. Case, we love nothing more than seeing a player like Rinky go deep into the tournament, go on a bit of a run, which is what happened to you all those years ago. Tell us what that was like when you are winning game after game and you can feel the momentum building.
Yeah, look, that's the thing. Nothing is impossible, right?
Yeah.
And I guess in 2008 when I came in, I was, ranked outside 100 and just a little girl from Perth that had a dream of, playing at the Australian Open, and all of a sudden I was in the 4th round on Rod Laver Arena, and that's what these tennis players dream for. So, and I remember playing exactly like the Olivia Gadeckis and the Rinkies that won yesterday on the back court. And then all of a sudden, you just feel this sense of confidence, and then you just got to kind of get through each match, and you just never know, do you? So it's an amazing feeling, especially as an Australian playing in Melbourne with the crowd behind you. There's actually nothing better. So really hoping that we see today. I think we've got 11 more Aussies in action, so I'm really hoping to see a few more of them get through these first couple of rounds, and we can start to tell those stories, which we know in tennis there's this whole new guard anyway, so changing of the guard. So, lots of cool stories to tell.
Before we let you go, we better talk about the big news, which is the next generation of tennis players, Barty Jr. We're pretty excited. I imagine, you being a good mate of Ash's, that you were pretty rapt to find out that she was with child.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, I'm a parent of 3 and, having kids is certainly one of the best things in life. So really happy for Ash. I know she feels extremely supported and loved by everyone with all the congratulations coming her way. So she was at Kids Day on Saturday here in Melbourne. She's going to be at First Nations Day tomorrow. So she's around and, she's just happy to be back and obviously feeling well. So it's just great to have her around, even if it is in a different capacity and we miss her out on court. So, wonderful news.
Hey, Case, do you think about the pressure that your children will have about whether they're going to play tennis or not and the eyes that are going to be on them and the expectations?
Well, not really. But to be honest, my kids haven't really got into tennis that much. Because I live and breathe it, I think I've always just gone to other sports with them and, haven't put them into tennis yet. But, I just... I know it sounds a bit cliche, but I do want all my kids to be happy. They all love sport, but we're in Sydney now, so my eldest son's got into rugby league a bit, actually, but trying to push him in the AFL direction.
They're so influenced by their friends, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. But, no, I know it sounds cliche, guys, but I do just want them to be happy, but I wouldn't mind them being elite athletes either. No.
I mean, show the videos of Sebastian Corder. That's what you need to do.
Yeah, exactly.
His dad was a champion, obviously.
Thanks, Case.
We love you, Case. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. And, love all my WA fam and hope you enjoy the tennis.
Yeah, happy Australian Open.
Bye, mate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shaun Sport is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.